In this new series that we're starting, we'll be looking over things in fiction that have not been beaten or beaten in unconventional means. Take it and throw it into the sun because we're going to figure out how to beat it. So for a while, I've been thinking about permeability, the ability to phase through matter at will. I've seen the way Obito uses it and how it works. Someone like Goku can be bloodlusted trying to kill Obito and he'll be just fine. But Obito's phasing is unconventional, to say the least. Mirio's permeability is a lot more realistic, but we'll be going over both. And the answer that I have theoretically can defeat both of them, but they'll die in different ways. So let's go over Obito's version of permeability. The thing about Obito is that he doesn't actually phase through matter. He transports himself into a different dimension and kind of just chills there. But the weakness is that he can only use his power for 5 minutes consecutively. However, there is no cooldown time, so even if he runs up his limit, there is nothing that says he can't just reuse it immediately. And even if he materializes for 1 second, the timer resets. So let's say Obito was phasing for 4 minutes and 58 seconds straight, and he decides to materialize. That does not mean that he only has 2 seconds of phasing left. The timer just resets. Pretty ridiculous. Now let's talk about Mirio. His permeability is what I expect permeability to be. He can phase through matter, but he'll fall through the floor if he doesn't solidify the bottom of his feet. And if he needs to phase his whole body, he can't see because the light goes straight through his head instead of bouncing off his eyes. Nor can he breathe because the air passes straight through his lungs. And everything that's not a part of his body comes off, like his clothes. So there's no time limit per se, but there are plenty of other weaknesses. Like if he wants to pass through a wall, he would have to phase his foot through, then phase his leg while solidifying his foot, and then placing it on the ground. Like it's a process. So how would you beat these guys? I see in a lot of versus battles that Obito would win simply because of the fact that he can phase through matter and nothing else. I've seen some people say that Mirio can default dance on Goku with equal stats. So how would you beat something that you can't touch? Well, the answer is in Conan. Well, not her in particular, but her plan. When she was fighting Obito, she opened up a sea of paper bombs that exploded for 10 minutes straight, which means that Obito wouldn't be able to phase through the entire explosion. Even if he did materialize for half a second, he would be toast. He doesn't get out of it because of Kamui, he gets out of it because of Izanagi, a technique that TLDR can basically reverse someone's death. Like if you get crushed, you can just use Izanagi and be like, never mind, let's try that again. But this isn't a video about how to beat Izanagi, it's a video about how to beat permeability. So if the fight with Conan tells us anything, is that you need something that's almost an insta-kill that can happen for more than 5 minutes straight consecutively in a large enough range to where they can't run away, like a 5-mile radius or something. Enter gas. Really potent gas. Here's what you do. You take a gas that's potent enough to kill instantaneously, so probably sarin gas, which is more potent than cyanide gas, which is known for killing people in seconds. So you expose this gas to wherever Obito is and just kind of sit there and wait. The reason why we wouldn't want to use bombs is because a bomb that can make an explosion that'll happen for a consecutive 10 minutes is probably going to take out an entire country, if not more, so toxins are your best bet. So if you just sit there and wait like 5 minutes, by that point you can expect Obito to be getting cucked by the toxins. Even if he materializes for a millisecond, it'll be enough for him to get killed within a couple of seconds. Mirio, he'll die even quicker. It's either he phases his whole body and just starts phasing through the floor to the core of the earth, or maybe even through it, or he runs out of breath. And that's kind of it. So in conclusion, to beat someone with permeability, flush them with toxins in an area where they can't escape. If Obito had infinite Kamui, it would be rest in peace though. He would just play Candy Crush until the gas disappears.